Hello Raider Nation, this is Duntov. Today is Monday, June 19th, 2023. And as you can see, I am at the Raiders Allegiant Stadium. So I am standing on the Hacienda Bridge. It is about 6:30 in the morning. So I was on vacation last week. So I missed a lot of stuff going on in town here. So I figured I better get out to the stadium, do a little stadium update, and then talk about some of the other stuff that was going on here this past week. So the stadium, they had, right here first. See if that stays there. Oh, just went away. So that was the Oakland A's, soon to be Las Vegas A's. They were congratulating, there it is again, congratulating the Vegas Golden Knights for their Stanley Cup championship. So I'm sure most of you heard already. If you haven't, one of the big news released out here last week was the state of Nevada. They approved the financing for the public funding for the Oakland Athletics to come to Las Vegas. So they were doing a special session to get it passed, and they passed it last week. It went through the Senate, then it had to get voted in from there, and then the governor signed it into law. So the Las Vegas A's will be coming. So I'm going to show, they're going to be, supposedly they're still building it at the Tropicana Las Vegas site. So this is going to kind of put into proportion. So we got the stadium here, right across the street. I mean, I know it's not as big of a draw, but they're on fire again this season, are the Las Vegas Aces. They play over here at the, you can see Michelob Ultra Arena. That is where the Aces play. So remember, they were the WNBA champions last season. So they're right across the street. And if you didn't know, Mark Davis is owner of that team also. And then the other big news this past week, if we swing around here, the sun's shining pretty good here. A lot of wind today too. But if we pan around here and then we zoom in there, you can see the T-Mobile Arena. That is where the Vegas Golden Knights play hockey. They just won. It was on Tuesday. It was Game 5 in the Stanley Cup Finals. They won the championship. So I was on vacation. I was out of town. I was watching it in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. But they took the championship, and they've only been a team for 6 years. So pretty impressive. But if you look at where that arena is, it's not even a half a mile away from the stadium. I would guess about half a mile, if that. And then you can't see the Tropicana from here, but the Tropicana, if you look at the Excalibur there, that's on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Tropicana. On the opposite corner, so it would be on that would be the southeast corner, is the Tropicana. That's where they're going to build a 30,000 seat stadium for the new Las Vegas A's. So we're going to have 4 professional teams within not even a mile and a half, 2 miles of each other. So this city is turning into a major sports city. Now all they're really waiting on is a NBA team. And there are also talks that T-Mobile Arena is already set up for an NBA team. So see what happens with that. But it was pretty exciting. I saw on TV mainly they had the big parade down the strip on Saturday. They were estimating at least 100,000 people, and they said it could have been up to 200,000 people were here. All along the strip, they closed it down on a Saturday night from Flamingo to Tropicana. And then the team went to T-Mobile Arena. Outside of there is Toshiba Plaza. It was pretty cool. So congratulations to the Vegas Golden Knights. So now all we got left is for the Raiders to get to the Super Bowl and win a championship. Is that going to be this year? I know if I look through my videos, I did make a prediction that they were going to make it this year, especially since the Super Bowl is going to be here this year. I'm still standing up to it. We just need everything to fall in place. Garoppolo got to stay healthy. And we'll get that championship this year. So I could play this little clip back saying that. So, all right. So what I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna walk around a little bit. We're gonna I'll check out the field area. I know when they do the soccer here, they use the real grass. So we'll go see if the field's out in the Filtrate area. And then we're going to look around. Usually in June is when they put the new bricks in. If you purchase a legacy brick that goes out front here in this north entry. So we're going to check that out, see if they're doing anything with bricks yet. And then we will go, also when we're back on the south end, they got that new In-N-Out burger. That should be almost completed. And they are also working on the supper club and parking deck across the street on the corner of Polaris and Russell. That's where they're terrible herps, because they're building that over there. So we're gonna check all that out. So we're gonna swing around here in Lot B. They did bring out the Raiders merchandise trailer. So the Pride and Poise, they bring that trailer out. It's usually outdoor in games and stuff. So they probably had it out selling merchandise during the hockey. Or not the hockey, the soccer. All right, so we're gonna go walk around and see what's going on. All right, I'm now on the corner of L. Davis and Allegiant Stadium Way. This is always a beautiful sight right here. So the one thing I was wondering, they're supposed to be, they announced they were going to do some upgrades for this season. And one of the things they were talking about was putting like a canopy system, a misting system in. And I don't know if, I haven't seen them starting anything. They got canopies on the inside after you get through the metal detectors and all that, but I'm pretty sure those were already back there. I could be wrong, but they have them up. I was thinking it was going to be more of a permanent structure, kind of like these ones here over the metal detector area. So when we walk around, maybe we'll see if we notice anything like that, but so far I don't see any of it. And then they were saying it's also going to have something that'll be like by the field area. I don't know if it's going to be some kind of sun protection also. Well, we'll try to check that out, because figure it's June already, more than halfway done, so the season will be here sooner than later. I think our only preseason game here is on the August 13th. I could be wrong, but that's what's in my head. So we'll have to, less than 2 months away, we're going to have some football here. All right, I'm now standing in the north entry area. This is the Ford North entry. So this is where you would come if you want to go to Raider Image in the store. I think it's open every day at like 11 a.m. You just come in through these gates up front. You could walk straight into the store. So being it's only about 6:45 in the morning, nobody's here yet. Because the gates do open earlier than that because they have the stadium tours. If you haven't been on one, I highly recommend it. I've been on 3 so far. It's been a couple years, so I'd like to do another one to see if anything's changed. I mean, or it's even just that good where, you know, I want to check it out again. But I highly recommend it. And God forbid, even if you're not a Raiders fan, I'd still recommend the tour just to check out the stadium. And then you probably get converted to the dark side, but check out the stadium tour. Pretty cool. All right, I'm now on the east side. Of course, this is the Prison View Media Mesh. So this is with full sun on it, and you can see how it's still pretty bright. Pretty cool. All right, so there's the Viva Airlines. It's the official Mexican airlines of the Raiders. I have never seen the plane yet, because I guess it is painted up kind of like the Allegiant Airlines one for the Raiders. All right, there's the hottest team in the WNBA, was right there, the Las Vegas Aces. I have to say, I have not been to one of their games yet. I'm gonna have to find time to go see one of them. All right, Metro, they're looking for people. But, all right, this is what I haven't seen yet either. You can see that there. They got a Raiders-themed slot machine coming out. Aristocrat Gaming, so hopefully they'll be putting them out before the start of the season. Then I'll make a video of me playing it, hopefully winning a jackpot. All right, so the training camp collection, the hats are pretty cool this year. So I'll probably have to pick up one of them. But a lot more advertisements on this screen, you can see. I haven't seen the Athletics congratulating the Golden Knights yet on this big screen. I'm not sure if they're flashing them around there or not. But I'll keep an eye out. But I'm gonna keep walking around. So I'm gonna spin around here though. So this is Dean Martin Road. Over the last month or so, they've been working on this road. You can see they finally put a coat, redid the blacktop because it was pretty bad shape. So they're getting that all set up. They're still working on the freeways, of course, at Tropicana. That one's a mess. They're redoing the Tropicana Bridge, so that's going to take a couple more years. Oh, there's the new Raiderettes right there. Congratulations to everyone that made the team. There you go. If you want some club seats, go to that website. There we are. So remember, we only have the 3 preseason games this year because we got the 9 home games. Where every other year it's 9 and then 8, 9, 8. And you can see that away game on Christmas Day. We're playing the Chiefs. So, all right, and this is the most Raider stuff you will see on this media mesh screen. They just have some close-ups. You can see it's kind of a slow, but they show the close-ups of the helmet and stuff and Raiders. So at night, it's really cool looking. But I can't wait for the season to start. I don't like this, 6 months when nothing. So I haven't heard anything yet. Last year I did get to go to training camp the one day, so I haven't heard if they started offering that to people. Usually the club seats and VVIP seats get invited first, and then I think they randomly invite the regular seat holders. So I haven't heard if anyone's got invited to those yet. If anyone has, leave a comment so we can know when to expect it. Because stuff like that is usually, it's just an email and it's first come, first serve. So as soon as you find out, you gotta book a time slot right then, or else they fill up really fast. All right, I'm gonna head on down to the other corner. I'm gonna go get in the car and drive to the J lot, and then we'll go check out the In-N-Out and the parking deck supper club and the field area. All right, I am now standing on Russell Road. So this is on the south end. So we got, of course, this is lot H in front of here. This is the Nightmare lot. If you ever come tailgating, you can come to lot H and see Vince, the Nightmare lot. And Vince usually sets up along Dean Martin in that area over there by the trees. So tailgating wise, if you're looking for somewhere to hang out, especially if you're from out of town, go check out Vince's Nightmare lot. All right, so I'm on this side, and this is how I could always see what's going on in the Filtrate area. If we look at the building, you got the reflections, and we are gonna check out over here. You can see where the white stripe is coming down, and then you can see the gray reflection. So that is the empty field tray. They have not moved the grass field out yet. I know they had a game yesterday. I'm not sure what time it finished. So no field tray or no grass outside. They were probably using all the bleacher seats on that south end, because they do have to remove those and put them outside before they can move the field tray. So maybe by the time we get over there, they'll be starting to move it back out. So we'll check that out. All right, if we look in lot J, so lot J is the most famous of the tailgating lots. Very busy, a lot of the old school tailgating from up in Oakland. You got the Black Hole they set up in there, and it's like the busiest happening tailgating area. But if we look in there, you got these semis there. Those are, some of them are from CBS Sports. So those must be the broadcast trucks for all the soccer that was here. I know there is more soccer coming, so I don't know if they're gonna stay here or not. I don't know if it's in July or August, so I'm assuming they're gonna leave, but they probably got stuff they gotta take down still. All right, we're gonna pan on over to the opposite. This would be the southeast corner of this lot there. You can see this big building going up, or it's already done now. They're just doing the final touches, but I don't know how well you can see that through the leaves. Can't see them too good, but that's In-N-Out Burger. It is going to be a drive-through and walk-up only, no inside dining room area. Looks like it's going to be ready soon. I do not see a big sign yet, and I do not see the signature crossed palm trees yet. So I'll head down to the other corner there right at the Polaris and Russell, and we'll see what else we can notice. And then we got the parking structure there. We'll check that out. Here's a little better shot of the In-N-Out Burger. So they got the retro look also. It's supposed to be, I mean, of course it wouldn't have been this big, but it's supposed to be based off like the original In-N-Out burger, the styling. So we got the retro In-N-Out burger sign on the back. I'm sure it'll be busy on game days. All right, this is the shot from Lot J. So again, on the building, you can see the gray area, so no Filtrate out. And here's the video trucks from the hockey tournament. All right, so if you come tailgating here and you don't have a car, if you're just in town from out of, coming from out of town. So even me, like I come here a lot of times, I don't have parking, so I get dropped off over here. All right, you see the giant flags? That's Terrible Herbs. They have one on each corner. So if you're coming from the west, you could drive in from up this way. You can see that truck. You come from the west, and you could turn right into that Terribles. That road's still open, and we get dropped off over there, and then just walk across right into all the action over here in Lot J. Very easy. Or you could take the RTC. They got $4 round trip. You could get them at like Red Rock Casino, the M Resort Casino. I think there's like 5 different places you could get picked up. $2 each way, and then you don't have to fight the traffic out here. All right, and then on game days, you see the giant flags. They replace those with Raider flags, which is pretty cool, especially when it's got the breeze going like that. It really stands out. And then that opposite corner, which is blocked by all these cars and trucks, that's the In-N-Out burger over there. I'm assuming, because I could see they had like the tables out front already, and it looks like they just got like canopies to put over that white structure there. And I would think that's going to be opening within the next month or so, if that. All right, so now I'm going to work my way down here. You can see this parking structure. This is the parking and supper club. So they're still doing a lot of construction underneath. I mean, the parking deck is up, but if you look underneath, you can see all the steel studs there. So I'm assuming that area all underneath there is going to be the supper club area. So we'll head over there and see what we can see them working on. All right, so this is still by Lot J. I'm right on the sidewalk of Polaris. I'm gonna swing on over here, and you can see the supper club they're building. All right, I'm not positive on the numbers, but I think it's like 700 parking spaces. Not sure how they're gonna work that, if you could just buy them to the public, or if it's only for if you're attending some kind of function here. But then underneath this bottom area, this is where they're building all the different rooms, and you can see all the studs going up. So I would assume this will be finished in time for the new season. They got a couple more months. So I'm thinking this would be more like corporate and big companies or people renting it out to have some kind of function here, and then being able to go right into the games. I mean, they'd be able to, it don't even have to be game day, but I would assume game day they'll have something going on here. All right, so that's that. Moving right along. So now we're gonna go check out the Filtrate area. Okay, here's the Filtrate area. It's exactly what I thought it would be with that reflection. You can see the grass is not moved out, but looks like all of the seating is. I don't know what you can see it through there, but all along the sides here, that's all the seating. So they got to move that out from the south end zone area, the black hole area. That all comes out so they could move the field in and out. So they're cleaning underneath a little bit. You can't really see them good through this fence, but there's some machines in there. But you can see those white pillars under there. Those actually will like move up. They're on like hinges where they move them up for the tray to slide out. So I would think they're going to be doing it soon. But as of right now, you can see it's not there. All right, so let's swing around. You can get a better view of this parking structure. So this is lot S. That's one of the Raiders paying lots. And then right here, you can see the structure. You know, this is supposed to become a stadium district all along this road. They did announce a couple weeks ago that they did approve. They're gonna build a hotel on the other side of Russell Road down Polaris, like a little bit down the street from the In-N-Out Burger. It's gonna be, I forget how many rooms it's gonna have, but it's not gonna have a casino, so it's just gonna be a little hotel. But they're gonna slowly start making this a stadium area, you know, stadium district. I don't know, you know, there's no restaurants or bars yet besides the supper club. But, you know, you got a lot of these warehouses down here. I'm assuming they'll get bought out and then they'll start building all this stuff. All right, Raider Nation, I guess that's all I got for today. Just got a little update. When I get more information on the new Las Vegas A's that we'll be building at the Tropicana site. Last I heard is now they're waiting on the other team owners have to vote it in. And then once that gets done, you know, then they'll release more details. But right now they're saying it probably won't be until the 2028 baseball season where they will start using it. And last I heard was at the Oakland Stadium they have until the 2024 season, so one more season after this. So rumor is they're going to be using the Las Vegas Aviators 10,000 seat ballpark up in Summerlin. So we'll see what happens when they announce more information. Alright, I see a lot of stuff moving underneath the Filtrate area, like a lot of people with a lot of forklifts and stuff. So I don't know if they're getting ready to move it out or not. Normally when it's moving out, like a alarm will keep going off to warn people, you know, that the tray's moving. But as of right now, nothing's going on. All right, Raider Nation, thanks for watching, and I'll talk with you guys next time.